All right, everybody, welcome to a tarot reading. This is a general, not a general reading as such, but it is applicable to whoever finds it, whoever vibes with it, whoever thinks that it is contributing to them and their situation. So take what fits in your situation. Take what kind of you're vibing with, because then that is how, and then you watch how the reading progresses. You will see, things might kind of just click and settle in with whatever you are experiencing. So let us get started. And today's reading is about your priorities. Sometimes we do have a bit too much on our plate, or have a lot of things coming our way, and it can be a little difficult to decide. So this reading should help clarify what is it that you really need to focus on. Sometimes it can happen that there are various aspects of life we feel one is taking more time over the other, whereas you would like to devote time to something, another aspect of it. So we'll go through this reading, and then if it vibes with you, do go ahead and um, see what is working for you, and if this reading is helpful to you. All right, let us start. Well, I don't know why I picked up the deck. I was thinking of another one, but I think I'll just go with this. This is the tarot deck, and let us see what is your priority for now. Okay, what is it? The moment you're watching this video, it is applicable for that particular moment, right? So just take it for the time you are watching it. Let us see what is your priority. This is for whoever is watching the video. What ought to be your priority right now? All right. That's it. This is the Ace of Swords, which is crossed by Ten of Swords. Oh, lots of swords coming up. So it's, I think, something to do with your thought process, which needs a lot of, which is, which ought to be your priority right now. So, you really are at the point where, you want to, there is certain something about your life which is over. All right. And the guidance is that, it is over. You cannot go back to it. It is not coming back in your life. It is just not coming back in your life. And it was a very painful and a turmoil filled aspect of your life which is over. And it is time to leave that and move into a new space. I would say a new headspace to start with. All right. Now, you do know what it is. You do know what you need to leave, and you do know where you need to make the first step, in which direction you need to make the first step. But I think you have, the past at the physical level might be over. In some cases, it's over at the physical level, and now you also need to move ahead at the physical level. And for some people, it is over at the energy level, but you are still, sometimes it happens that a situation is over, but our thoughts and feelings are still connected to it. So that is the energy connection with the past. And sometimes, at the energy level, that, you are through with a particular situation, you're through with a particular phase in life. All right. But now the circumstances are such that it is taking a little time for you to physically also get out of it. So see which situation fits you, whether it is over for you at the energy level and now you need to move on from there, or for those people where it is over at the physical level, and but your thoughts and feelings are still attached over there. I wouldn't say feelings, I would say thoughts. You still keep thinking about that past. So that is your block, and that is what is holding back and that is, your priority is to move on from there, because there is nothing left in that. Nothing is left in that. You need to start planning towards a new time for yourself. And don't fool yourself. You are also, I would say that, you're fooling yourself in the sense that you feel that, somehow the situation can be revived. Somehow a few traces of that is left, if that past, no matter what it was, even if it was not very nice, but, sometimes even in the most um, some pasts which are not very good, sometimes, it is difficult to leave it. I know it sounds really odd, but, sometimes it is, we feel that, is it really true? Is it really over? Is it for real? Yes, it is for real. You need to move away from there, and you need to stop, going back to it. Don't go back to it. Don't think about it again and again. It is over. Invest your thoughts in something new. And these thoughts you don't have to think about. Sometimes, you have to let that infusion of new thoughts come in. Sometimes you have to be open and receptive to, these thoughts which are already coming your way. I think, sometimes for some of you, you might not be wanting to see that newness. I think some of you might be resisting that newness. Some of you don't want to leave that particular thing. And what we call a little bit of resistance. So, what this reading is trying to tell you, don't resist. Something is over, let it go. Free yourself at the energy level, and free yourself, and soon you'll be free of it at the physical level as well. This was because if you're going to stay stuck, you're going to you'll continue feeling sad, because that chapter is over. So why are you thinking about it and revisiting that sadness, and filling your heart with sorrow again? Why? It is over, it is done with. You need to move on. All right. And you see, stop. Again, what you must accept is that you are still putting in energy. This is 9 of Wands. It's a card of energy. You're still putting energy in a situation which is over. It's like, expired, so to say. There is no way it is coming back to life. All right. So there is a very strong emphasis on something being over, and you need to move on. If you keep fueling it, it's of no use. If you keep revisiting it, it's of no use. In fact, if you keep doing it, you are only hurting yourself. It is over. Sometimes it does happen that, we are not capable of healing ourselves. So a few steps would be required to, so that, you get out of it at the energy level, and you make peace with that. The event cannot be revisited and fixed again. You just need to accept a lot of things. And what is it that you really need to accept? That, stop putting more energy in it. Just don't put any energy in it. It's gone. The moment you stop putting in energy, you will come out of it. All right, energy as in stop thinking about it. Stop revisiting it. Stop playing it again and again in your mind. Okay, you are harming yourself more than, more than you can imagine, I would say. Let me get a little guidance for you as to how you can stop, that revisiting, and how you can help yourself to get out of it. All right. So we will focus on some guidance to help you come out of this situation, so that, you make good progress towards moving to a new future. So what is the guidance for the viewer which will help them to? All right. See, you've got a beautiful card, prayer feather. You need to send prayers for yourself. You need to pray for yourself. And whatever comes to your mind as far as a prayer goes. Do you need to say a prayer of forgiveness? Do you need to say a prayer of, in a way that, whatever the situation be, it must have definitely taught you something. It always does. Everything which happens in life is teaching us something or the other. Or just a prayer of thanks and gratitude that, this chapter is over for you. That also makes a lot of difference. So it can be for forgiveness. It can be of thanks that, a bad phase in life is over. And, just telling the universe that, that it helped you come out of it. It helped you deal with it. It taught you something. There will be something which you have learned from this. So just that prayer that yes, I'm very grateful and thankful that you brought me out of this, brought me out a stronger person, a wiser person, and of course there must be much more to your growth and development through that. So that can be a good way to help you come out of this, because that is it kind of puts a soothing balm to the soul, to the mind, to the emotions, and it also helps in sealing that entire event for good. Prayers have a lot of magical abilities. It just works so beautifully. You just have to try it for yourself. All right, it can give a beautiful closure to the entire thing. So whatever you would feel like, whatever kind of prayer you would like to say, whether it's from one of your religious books or holy books, or a prayer which comes to you automatically, I think that will help you a lot. Okay, that is one guidance, and you can pay a little heed to. And any other message for the person watching regarding this situation, how to help you cope with this so that you can move on to your new path. Let us see what is this roots of abundance and shining through. All right, so yes, it has given you something, the moment you start with your prayer of thanks, it will automatically start releasing you from this. The moment you come out of this energy, you will start putting down roots for a new beginning, which is going to be very abundant. And it is going to it's like, my god, it's going to really you're going to have a this reminds me of the crown chakra. I don't know why, the crown chakra as well as the heart chakra. Some kind of energy is going to start coming out from you through your heart, and there is going to be some kind of information which is going to start activating your crown chakra. This is what is coming, and how nice it is. See, this is your root chakra, is your base. Your crown chakra is the top of your head. So there is going to be a newness coming from your crown chakra, going down to your root chakra to establish you in a new environment. It is going to be divinely guided. All right, so the moment you start saying your prayers about releasing it, you will see this newness, this new energy coming through. And what is the crown chakra about? New thoughts, which is again our ace of swords, right? Your ace of swords is new thoughts. So the moment you are on this path of prayers, healing, forgiving yourself, you will see new ideas coming into your life through your crown chakra, divinely guided, and which are going to help you establish, sow seeds of a new tomorrow, which is going to be fairly, I wouldn't say fairly, I would say it would be largely abundant, and it would be lasting for a long time. You look at the tree, it looks like a very, very old tree which has been standing for probably years. So your new phase of life is going to be really abundant. It's going to be very lush. It's going to be something which is so guided for you, because it is part of your your journey over here. And if you follow through, let us see what is going to be a probable outcome, because the outcome depends on the steps you take, and based on those steps we are taking out a probable outcome. What is your final probable outcome going to be? Queen of Pentacles. It's a card of abundance. It is a card of plenty. It's a card of having physical material wealth and all the physical material abundance you need for a comfortable life and a good career as well. All right, this is a card which talks of a person who can balance home and work very efficiently and very smoothly. It is about having all the means to do what you would like to do. So you are on the road to abundance as far as this reading goes. So make your priority to close a chapter, to let it stay in the past, because that's where it belongs, and open yourself to new ideas, new guidance, planting new seeds for yourself, which are going to provide you a lot of abundance, a wonderful comfortable lifestyle, very generous enough for you and everybody concerned. So I hope you liked the reading. Thanks for watching.